You know, I almost swear that this update is like a hidden ill-gotten gains part 3 because this shit is so expensive. It's no fucking joke. You might think, oh, because typically, like every other update, you have like that one expensive item, and then the rest are kind of like dirt cheap or not as much. Oh no, no, because the vehicles here are relatively cheap, but the problem is, it's the upgrades. The upgrades are what hurt the most because the upgrades cost the most money ever. For example, just to get the things like the engine block or the air filters, you have to pay over 300,000 just to modify the car in special ways. And then on top of that, you gotta pay even more money, like at least more than 12,000 for all the other upgrades. It's like, what? I mean, look at this. You got, okay, painted covers, chrome covers, painted ribbed chrome. You know, it's like, okay. So I don't think any of those make a difference. But the air filters, I'm not entirely sure about either. But, you know, you could change air filters. Let's see, the tunes, the engine tunes, that doesn't really mean anything. Except for, you know, just things like how fast, you know, top speed, right? Doesn't really mean, like, it doesn't mean that the engine's gonna sound differently, right? But, fuck. Most of the options, though, come from things like the interior, right? Or just kind of off-ball stuff, like, for example, you know, the sound system in your trunk, you know, things like that is kind of neat that you can do. But what I like is that you can customize a ton of stuff, like the interior, from things like the trim to the seats to the, what else? The steering wheel, the shifting levers, the dials, the dial colors. Let's see, dashboard if you have it, you know, if it's available. Like, for example, this one doesn't, but the Moonbeam, which is the van with the sliding doors, you can change it so that instead of whatever it is originally, you could put a dash, you know, with an LCD display in the middle. You know, like where it tells you what song is playing, right? You know, you can do that. Oh, you could change the trim color, too. You could change the ICE, which I really don't know what it fucking does, because I looked everywhere and I couldn't find it. So maybe it's something in first person that I have to look for, because I can't find it. You could put you could change like vanity plates. You could put plate holders, you know, specific plate holders. You can do bobbleheads. Let's see, you can put plaques on the back windshield. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do. It's really cool, actually. But the problem is, it's just a little too expensive, and that's kind of what I don't like. It's just a little too expensive. And plus, I kind of wish that I didn't have hydraulics, because now I can't even duck in my car no more. Now I have to rely on, what am I going to do? Make the car bounce to avoid bullets? Come on now. That's not practical, right? No. No, it's not. So, like I said, you can change the dials, you know. Some of them are kind of nice. They have different designs. Some change the font of the numbers a little bit. Just kind of depends on you. Anything in negative just means the background is black instead of white. So if that concerns you, then just put it in negative, or if not, leave it as white. If you choose light color or the dial colors, because on here they're called light color, so if you do that, some vehicles like the Moonbeam, if you have speakers, right, there's lights around those, and the light color actually dictates what those colors will be too. So like, for example, in my Moonbeam, I have them as white. I think it's white, so that means the speaker lights are in white too. It's kind of neat, actually. It's kind of neat. Like I said, it's an expensive-ass update, though, you know. But whatever, people wanted lowriders, and Rockstar say, you know what, fuck these guys, give them lowriders, let's charge everything too expensive. But sir, the shark card, that's right, the shark card, no, I meant, wait, no, fuck, it's a mess. Anyway, so there's that. Like I said, as far as the cars go, like performance or anything, it's not entirely bad. I just don't think it's the best fucking thing ever, you know. Because I guess this is not an update that I'm like, oh my god, it's the best fucking thing ever. Because it's not, okay? Because I never cared about hydraulics, so it's not the best update. Alright, now for the missions, because I'm not going to review clothing, okay? Clothing doesn't do anything for the game. The same goes for whatever else was introduced. I'm trying to think like, oh, the adversary modes, right? I'm not going to waste time with those either, because no one plays them. So, contact jobs. They're issued by Lamar. In fact, hell, everyone's pretty much above level 5, so pretty much as soon as you start the game, you should have got a call saying, hey, you know, come on down to Betty's, right? So I can, you know, show you the workshop and everything. So that's what he does. After you go through a cutscene, actually a couple different cutscenes, then you do your first mission, which is here. What this is, community outreach, mission number 1. Most jobs, you know, believe it or not, I'm not going to say they're not hard, but they're actually kind of a bit challenging, because some, okay, maybe like this one, nah, it's not that hard. But I think the later ones actually require some thought, like Mission 2, which is, I think it's called Slow and Low or something, but it basically involves, you know, you have to drive around the city with 2 lowriders, you know, without getting spotted by the cops. And you might think, well, that's easy. Well, the cops are already looking for you, so it's not like you have to trigger a wanted, you know, or, you know what I mean? It's not like you can say, oh, well, I'm not gonna, you know, shoot or anything. Well, no, because they're already looking for you, so. So that's kind of one of the harder jobs in terms of, because sometimes it's kind of unpredictable where they spawn, and sometimes they spawn like right on you or right next to you. You can't 180 quick enough to get away from them. And if you get spotted, you fail. So, but like I said, some jobs are harder than others. Mostly though, these just require a little bit of basic thinking. That's really about it. That's seriously it. Some of these just require some basic thinking skills. That's really it. You might say, well, just like heists. Well, yeah, no. I don't know. Like I said, some are a little bit harder than others. Some jobs, interestingly enough, require 2 players, and then most require 4. And that's the thing that sucks too, is that they require full teams. You know, it's not like you say, "Well, I'll do it myself." I wish. No, you have to fucking have full teams. And some jobs like this, you can't shortcut. Like for example, when you complete the main, like the first goals where you're supposed to kill certain people. You're supposed to have everyone group up at a parking lot. You can't shortcut it and say, well, I'll do the whatever's in the big parking lot further away for the other team. No, you can't do that. You have to have everyone at the first lot, drive over to the second lot, and then go from there. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why, but let's see what else. As far as payments go, payments are rather fairly low. Even on this job on hard only pays like 8,000. And some even tell you too, if you damage the car in any way, like for example, you know, you fuck up the windows, it gets dented too much, you actually lose money off of it. So it could even be more money, but you know, that you could earn. But because of the fact that fucking, you know, cars are gonna get damaged, you're losing money too. So it kind of sucks, because like I said, you know, you don't want to damage the car too much, especially if you have like a really shitty driver. You know, that could really fucking screw your payments up. Now, I don't know how serious or like damaging the payments are. Like for example, on the Kuruma job, if you damage the car a little bit, you're not gonna lose money. Okay, you might lose a couple $100, big deal. That's nothing. But maybe these jobs, maybe they make you lose thousands per dent. I don't know. Okay, who knows? Now let's see what else. I'm trying to think. But they pretty much work the same way as heists, though, which is rather bad because, like, if you have 0 lives like this, if anyone dies, well, the job fails. And, you know, similar to heists, you restart at a nearby checkpoint and you redo the damn thing over. Unfortunately, now if a job fails, I can't quit from the scoreboard. I have to actually restart it and then fucking quit using the phone or probably the pause menu tab. So this means that I'm getting a bad sport marking every time I want to quit a job. I can't quit from the scoreboard no more. Which probably isn't even a bad thing now at this point, because like I said, so many people are fucking up easy instructions, so maybe it is worth going into the bad sport pool for. I don't know. But yeah, some of these jobs are not hard, but like I said, people just enjoy making things unnecessarily difficult. I don't understand why. It's just like the same people who got a C4 every single fucking vehicle. Like, you don't have to do that. It's okay. You can use the thing called a handgun or a pistol. Something. Fuck. You don't need the C4 everything in sight. Man, some jobs will pay more than others. I think the highest one I've seen for the new ones is like 24,000. That's on hard. And that's actually quite a bit, too. And I don't think it's more than what a heist will do in terms of a prep job, but 24K ain't bad. But that's like one of the later missions anyway, so just kind of depends. Like I said, it's so odd that some people just can't seem to still do, you know, certain jobs like this without failing, you know. I don't fucking get it. Let's see what else. People still don't seem to understand the idea of from selection versus player save. Maybe they think from selection means you choose from your outfits. Maybe people are getting that mixed up. Maybe people think that from selection means from a selection of your clothing, and then player saved meaning like you have to have something saved. Maybe that's what people's problem is. I still see people doing that. Why? Now, thank God the outfits are not as bad looking as last time, but still, you know, it's just like, why? Why are we still... Okay, this option was introduced back in the Heist update. That's back in March. You're telling me that 7 months down, people still don't know the difference between that? Really? Whatever. And then last but not least, I actually seen dickheads. I already see people doing this. I shit you not. I see people already trying to use armored Kurumas for certain sections because some jobs you have to be in a lowrider. They force you to do that, which is actually smart. But some jobs will actually allow you to have some kind of flexibility, and they say, okay, what we'll do, sir, is, you know, we'll make you use your own vehicle up to a certain point, and then after that you got to get in a certain objective vehicle. So it's like, really? Why? People are already using Kurumas. This shit's not hard. It's easy. For the most part, it just requires a little bit of basic thought. But again, people just have to make things hard. Like I said, there is absolutely no need for a Kuruma on any of these jobs. You don't need a Kuruma on any of these fucking jobs, okay? You probably don't even need a safety helmet either, but that's how you know someone's bad at the game, is they need a Kuruma to clear a job. You know what? I seen someone use the Kuruma to clear the first section of a funeral party. That's like 10 enemies at most. What do we need a Kuruma for? Well, so I don't get shot. Okay, you're not gonna get killed if you know what you're doing on foot. You know what? It is what it is. So, fuck you. So just keep an eye out for that. Oh, and if you do destroy someone's Kuruma or any other personal vehicle during one of the new contact jobs, you do get charged for it. So, unlike in a heist where you don't get fined, this time you do. So just keep that in mind. Hell, I might even hit bad sport again with the way these jobs are going. Because like I said, I see people failing and failing and failing. And you know what? I understand they're new. So, I totally get the idea of, well, you know, they're new, so we're still learning it. Okay, fine. But then, you know, don't take the car or this kind of car and drive straight into the actual parking lot so you can get shot at it within a few seconds. You know, don't pull some shit like that. I mean, come on. Okay, that's just doing something stupid. It's different if you die because, oh shit, I didn't see him there. I didn't see, no, he was behind me. You know, that'd be different, but no. People are trying to be stupid on these jobs already. It's like, it's only been 2 days and I already see people using Kurumas and trying to be Rambo Commando, thinking, oh, I ain't getting shot in this, and then they get shot and they wonder how they died. Like, you know what? Fuck out of here. Let's see, what else? Oh, new background music. Oh, yeah, okay. And they're actually nice, too. You know, believe it or not, the actual background stuff now they added for these jobs. It's actually nice. Not too bad. Hey, if they were easy to get, I might get one for myself, but no. These jobs only, so whatever. Anyway, that's really it for this review. You know, I think that's about it. I don't really have anything else to add aside from the fact that these jobs could pay more and that there should absolutely be a dedicated way to host. Okay, that's another thing I don't get is why is there no way to host a job for these things? You can't even host. You might think, well, go to the markers. Okay, you get put in, that's a matchmaking marker. If you step in that and you enter it, it's matchmaking. Same goes for if you use your phone's quick job. That's still matchmaking. So, you know, you can get hosts from the markers. It's just kind of hard because it wants to pair you with people already waiting, not start you in a new session, you know? Anyway, you know what? Fuck it, that's it. So, you know, it's not the best update. I'm gonna just say it's a fairly okay update. You know, it's not the best thing ever, but it's not the worst thing ever either, okay? It's average. It's an average update. I just want to see other cars get the other customization options like, you know, these lowriders got. Yeah, for fuck's sakes, man. Let me host these damn jobs, you know, so I can, number one, put it on player safe, but number two, you know, kick those dumbasses out and try to fucking join me. You know, I don't want no damn 30s, 40s, you know, no. Anyway, that's it. So, I'll probably post videos from this update sooner or later. You know, other things, you know, like failures and, you know, other kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's it. That is it.